Good evening, folks, and a season's greetings to yous. I know Christmas is over and by with, but it's still that Twixmas time or something they call it, and I don't know. Twixmas time. Is that? Aye, something like that anyway. But yep, hope yous have all had a nice enough festive period, and Christmas and Santa was good to yous. Um, so I hope it all went well in the restrictions that we're living under at the moment. But so, as I say, season's greetings to you folks, and I hope you've had a lovely time. Right, well, a wee midweek bumper quiz I thought I would put together with regards to, um, it's that time between Christmas and New Year when maybe you are, at a loose end, fed up with the telly, so why not take part in a wee quiz here. So it's the same format as per usual, with the usual midweek quiz. 4 rounds for you. First round, you'll be glad to know. Well, some of yous, it's not a connection round. It's the connection is that it's all things that happened during 2020, COVID free though. As I've always said, quiz is COVID free. In, well, some respects, I think. Second round will be a picture round, a return of the picture round. Then we'll have a answer smash round for round number 3. I'll explain that when it comes around. And because this time of the year there's no many new releases in the charts, if any, there's something different in terms of the music round. Might not please some of yous, but anyway. Okay, so charge your glasses, folks, if you're having a wee drink playing along. Here we go. So, as I say, first round is all about 2020. Why do you want to reminisce more about 2020, Gary? But as I say, it's things no related to COVID. So, question number 1, here we go. In February of this year, which small European country became the first in the world to make all public transport free for all? Free to all. In February of this year, which small European country became the first in the world to make all public transport free to all? Not a bad thing, that's quite nice, isn't it? Oh, very nice of the people there in that certain country. It's good that if you're, I suppose, travelling in this size of country, it's not as if you're going, if it was here, going for Glasgow to London and going, it's free, the train's free. But hey, they'll have their reasons for it. But anyway, in February of this year, which small European country became the first in the world to make all public transport free to all? Question number 2. In March, it was announced that the Summer Olympic Games would be delayed until 2021 due to the pandemic. Which city is due to host the Games? In March, it was announced that the Summer Olympic Games would be delayed until 2021 due to the pandemic. Which city is due to host the Games? That's probably the only one that kind of has any reference at all to the Games, to the pandemic or anything. All right. Like a lot of things, there's been a few things obviously delayed. The Euros and everything else. So, but anyway, Summer Olympics, hopefully they'll get underway next year. Question number 3. In May, George Floyd is killed by police officers, leading to protests across the US. In which city was he killed? In May of this year, George Floyd, an American citizen, is killed by police officers, leading to protests across the USA. In which city was he killed? Of course, led to the Black Lives Matter movement as well. There you go. Okay. So that's question number 3. Have a wee think over that one. Question number 4. In January, prior to the pandemic, in January, which high-profile basketball player was killed in a helicopter crash in California? In January, which high-profile basketball player was killed in a helicopter crash in California? God, I thought it was. I think because the whole thing's, this year's to me anyways, felt longer than any other year. So things prior to the whole COVID stuff seems like it happened really, really long time ago, It's like when memories come up, and you're like, if you've got Facebook and your own Facebook, and you look at your memories, and it's like for the previous years, and you think, God, that was Christmas last year. I felt like Christmas 3 years ago. But anyway. Lovely. Question number 5. In November, Napoli announced that they were renaming their stadium in honour of which football player who died. In November, Napoli announced that they were renaming their stadium, their football stadium, in honour of which footballer who died. So was Santa's good to you folks? I think it was pretty good. That's I would say this was probably the first year, really, where the wee man was really, really excited. I kind of knew he was getting an Xbox, so I think that was leading to him being up like 5 times during the night. Kidding on, he was like, "Oh, I need the toilet, Dad." Checking. And then because we keep this like the Santa stockings thing on the banister at the top of the stairs, he'd seen that they'd been filled. Santa's been. Oh, aye, but we're not. But ended up we just went down the stairs about 6:30. Talk about being shattered on Christmas Day. Oh, no use to man their beast. Question number 6 at the Academy Awards. Renée Zellweger won the Best Actress Award for her portrayal of which legendary star? At the Academy Awards, Renée Zellweger won the Best Actress Award for her portrayal of which legendary star? Yeah. And then, that was doing all the cooking in Christmas Day. And something about that. See, when you get to it, you do all the, well, we had turkey and all the trimmings and everything else. And you get to the stress of getting all. I was actually quite calm. There was a few dingers doing me, so I was all right. But then when you plate it up and you put it down in front of yourself, you're like, I'm sick of looking at that. I've been cooking it all day. I'm sick of looking at it. Lots of leftovers, but that's it. Just about finished now. Right, question number 7. Someone You Loved was announced as Song of the Year at the Brit Awards. Who released it? Someone You Loved was announced as the Song of the Year at the Brit Awards this year. Who was it that released it? Aye. But gosh, it was a massive turkey crown for the butchers and stew. Brilliant. Highly recommend it, by the way, folks. Fantastic. And as I say, I was like, probably about half of it get dished out. And then, like when you're checking it, make sure it's all right, have a wee nibble of it. I will take a wee bit off. Oh, beautiful. Because I've marinated it on butter and then put streaky bacon over it and seasoned it and thyme and everything. Oh, beautiful. But as I say, last night I made a turkey curry out of it. Made a sort of turkey casserole thing. Well, added the turkey in late because you just don't really need it into because it's dry enough. And then I had another turkey curry last night. That's it now. Go on. Question number 8. In August, Bayern Munich won the delayed Champions League final. Which city hosted the final? In August, Bayern Munich won the delayed Champions League final. But which city hosted the final? Remember, it was kind of like a wee mini tournament that they staged in this city. They've done the same with Europa League, except I think it was a couple of cities in Germany, so it's known Germany. But aye, which city was it? Because the city that was due to host it earlier this year will now host the final next year. Same with Europa League as well. Everything getting delayed early next year, as I said earlier on. But anyway, Bayern Munich, when they won the Champions League and back in August, which city was it in? Question number 9. Scottish author Douglas Stewart won the 2020 Booker Prize for which novel set in Glasgow? I've got the book for my Christmas. I've not read it yet. I'll maybe start that. Maybe start at the morning, actually. Wee day of reading. That's what I'll do. Scottish author Douglas Stewart won the 2020 Booker Prize for which novel set in Glasgow? So he's all ready for New Year. you can do much, eh? The first footing, the telly better be good. I'll be right. Right, question number 10. Name any player that scored a penalty for Scotland in their shootout victory over Serbia in the Euro 2020 playoff match. So you get 5 to pick for, any one of the 5. Name any player that scored a penalty for Scotland in their shootout victory over Serbia in the Euro 2020 playoff match. Remember, David Marshall pulled off the crucial save right at Serbia's 5th penalty. But who scored? Scotland scored all 5 of their penalties. Name any one of them that scored, and you'll get a point. You might not be fancy free, name all 5 of them, you go for it, but you're only going to get a point. Okay. Right. I'll have a wee break there. The questions will go back through during this. Remember, as I always say at this stage, if you want to send me your answers, you can do so at the end. If you're just playing along at home and marking off your answers, they will come up at the end, and you don't need to let me know how you go, and that's up to you. But if you want to let me know how you get on, you can get in touch with me in the usual way via Messenger or WhatsApp, depending on how you know me. If you know me at all. If you don't, hi there, how you doing? Right, okay, let's have a wee bit of music. Thought I would play what I think some of the best tracks of 2020, and here's undoubtedly probably the best.
You say you like the wind blowing through your hair. Well, come on, roll with me till the sun goes down. Texas sun. Say you wanna hit the highway while the engine roars. Well, come on, roll with me till the sun goes down. Texas sun, okay. Texas sun, caressing you from Fort Worth to Amarillo. Well, come on, roll with me till the sun dips low. Texas sun. Texas sun, oh girl. Texas sun. When I'm far from home and the cold winds blow, stuck out somewhere, the folks I don't know. 'Cause you keep me nice and you keep me warm. Wanna feel you on me, can't wait to get back. Texas sun. Texas sun. Texas sun. You say you like the wind blowing through your hair. Well, come on, roll with me till the sun goes down. Texas sun. Texas sun. Oh, baby, you're so gorgeous. How about you and me? Take a little trip. In the big body. Take a ride does it sound? You and I, baby.
Texas Sun there, folks, by Cunabrin, featuring the magnificent vocals of Leon Bridges. They are one of the top tunes, if not the best tune of 2020. Right, we move on to your next round, which is the return of the famous picture round. That's famous, and the people on it are famous. Anyway, what we're looking for here is name the famous person who had a big birthday in 2020. So they're either 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 or 80, right? Or more. You don't need to give me their age that they turned, just tell me who simply they are. First and second name, please, for point. So here is your first one there. There you go. Looks like she's sitting in a sauna, doesn't it? And she's maybe just sat in one of the hot rocks that you're not meant to. Or she's just realised I've maybe overdressed for this sauna. Anyway, she was in the news for certain reasons concerning her birthday. Yeah. Okay. Remember, you can pause these as we go along. Question 2, who's that fella? Looking at way, sort of. You know that way, it's a sort of. Cameras on me, I'll do that sort of handsome sort of look, you know. I can do it. Okay, so who's he? Famous, celebrated a big birthday this year. Sadly for a lot of these people, it's like some folk you probably know that celebrated a big birthday this year. We couldn't really, unless it was back in January and February, or maybe during the summer a bit when the restrictions were eased a bit. But most of the time, no. Right, there's number 3. Who is he? He's that way. He knows the camera's in front of him, but he's looking across the road as if I'm not giving you the attention. Maybe he spotted something interesting happening across the road, who knows? Okay, so that's number 3. Let's move on to number 4. Who is she? See, she's got the Boris Johnson hair, but actually that's styled deliberately in that way. Well, he does that deliberately as well, doesn't he? You actually see it. There's a clip of Bojo when he knows he's gone into a press cut, and you actually see him deliberately messing up his hair and then walking out as if to say, "Oh, here comes the buffoon." He plays that man, doesn't he? Fucking hell, man. Anyway, who's number 4? Lovely glasses. Right, number 5. Who is she? Who is she? Celebrated a big birthday this year. It's quite a big guitar, quite a hefty guitar there, Hen. You sure you'll be alright with that one? She plays it lovely. Plays it lovely. She knows herself. Having a wee eye smile there about it. Who do you think it is then? It's number 5 there, folks. Number 5. Right, number 6. Who's that fella? Maybe showing his age a bit there, but you know, oh, it's yourself, is it? Aye. Very famous guy. It's good that he's got away for that bed, that's all I can say. Oh, hell, that one, wasn't it? That film. So that's number 6. Number 7. Yes, miss, I know the answer. What's he saying? You need to be quiet, because there's somebody sleeping on the stairs. It's either that or, I know the answer. Who is she, though? Who is she? Who is she? That's number 7. Number 8. Who is she? Photo's maybe a wee bit sort of skewed there. I'll move it for you a wee bit if it helps. Does that help you a wee bit, folks? Look into her eyes as we try to. Remember me, I was quite famous in my younger days. Or she's maybe got Maxwell House coffee beans in her hand. Remember that? They used to do that. Was that Maxwell House? Don't know. Remember they used to. Or am I thinking of something else? It's these mad dreams I'm having now. Fucking mental, man. 2 emus. I owned 2 emus the other night in my dream. One of them could take its head off. What's that all about? Fucking hell. Right, question number 9. Who is she? We know it's a woman with a tennis racket. I would say it's obviously more modern. But, see how you do. That's all I'm saying. Missed Wimbledon this year, of course, didn't we? Well, maybe some of you missed a bit, but you know, it didn't happen, that's for sure. Wonder if it will this year, or next year, or the following year. God knows the way things are going now. Giza vaccine. Right, that's number 9. And finally, number 10. Who is he? Lovely wallpaper. It's classic wallpaper, isn't it? Kind of wallpaper you've seen in the Nag's Head and the Only Fools in the early days. Maybe that's where he was for his birthday party. Then again, probably not. Right, so we'll go through once again for you folks, but let's get back to the music at the end of that round. And let's get you this. This is Doves. They released a new album this year, and this is a track from it. This is Prisoners.
friend. It's been a while. It's me again. We're just prisoners of this time. Live well, breathe
Prisoners there by Doves, which was good return to see them back, the old Doves there. Fine Manchester band. Right, more music to come up later on. Let's get on with the next round, which is Answer Smash. Which, if you've ever watched House of Games on the BBC with Richard Osman, you might understand this round better than those that haven't. Right, I'll give you an example. You're going to get a question that has two answers. It's basically actually two questions within one question. And what you would do is those answers can smash together. So, for example, if I was to say to you, in which fairy tale do you hear the saying, fee, fo, fi, fum, I smell the blood of an Englishman? That is Jack and the Beanstalk. And then the second part of the question was, and David Byrne is best known as being lead singer with which band? That's Talking Heads, so it would be Jack and the Beanstalking Heads. Do you know where I'm coming from? So the two answers smashed together. That's what, just basically what today is, get each answer together and then bring them together where they join up, because they will join up in some way. And the good thing about it is, as well, is if you get one of the answers and you can't think of the other, then you know that it might start with a couple of words or word. You know what I'm saying? You'll see as it goes along. All right. So here we go. Hope yous are all right. Right. So question number one. We're looking for the city where you would find Kew Gardens and the actor who played Sonny Crockett in the TV series Miami Vice. The city where you would find Kew Gardens and the actor who played Sonny Crockett in the TV series Miami Vice. Right, so you see what I mean? And then they two can smash together in some way. Yeah. I've actually just noticed something with relation to the next round. Anyway, you'll know that when it comes up, but I've just noticed that there myself. Oh, sorry, that's disappeared there. But aye, just noticed it there. Okay, right. So you got that. The city where you would find Kew Gardens and the actor who played Sonny Crockett in the TV series Miami Vice. They should smash together. Right, your next one. Question number two. Justin Hayward and John Lodge are best associated with being members of which band? And 1980 movie directed by John Landis and starring John Belushi and Dan Aykroyd. And they should come together. Justin Hayward and John Lodge are best associated with being members of which band? And a 1980 movie directed by John Landis and starring John Belushi and Dan Aykroyd. You see how it's working? Just come up with these things. Well, I didn't come up with this round, obviously, but I had to come up with the questions. Bloody hell. Some of them just come at you, you know. Pardon me. Okay, so that's question two. Question number three. The 42nd US president who developed the third way philosophy and the Labour PM who represented the constituency of Sedgefield. The 42nd US president who developed the third way philosophy and the Labour PM who represented the constituency of Sedgefield. Yes, which I now believe is a Tory-controlled constituency, which doesn't surprise me nowadays, does it? There'll be some folk vote down there. He's all ready for Brexit, by the way. No? No? Never mind. It's just to keep saying about that, about going on holiday might be a bit different this year, about what's going to happen when you get to your arrival airport or port or wherever how you're travelling. It's just going to be an interesting one, isn't it? As to some folk are now realising, is it worth it doing this whole Brexit thing? I don't know. Anyway. Question number 4. Malmo is a city in which country? And Hans Christian Andersen was born in this country. So it's 2 separate answers here, of course. They smashed together, so it's not all the one answer. Malmo is a city in which country? And Hans Christian Andersen was born in this country. And then the 2 of them smashed together. Come on. Aye. It's so depressing the news now, isn't it? And even at Christmas time, God, it's a bit of joy. Something. You know, I mean, you had the hope there with the vaccine, and then all of a sudden, boom. Then it's just going mental now again, and then you're like, try just concentrating, Christmas and making a turkey and all that, and everything else in the background, just all this. You think, will it always be this way? In 2028, will I be sitting here doing another quiz and people will be going, get out, we're a bit bored with it now, mate. Really, really bored with it now. Yeah, bye. Aye. You've had your time, mate. In fact, you probably had your time back at the end of 2020, so you've dragged on a bit, mate. Right, question number 5. Which movie starred Robert Mitchum in 1962 and the remake in 1991, but in a different role? And the Myringa, which is part of the human body, is better known by what name? So which movie starred Robert Mitchum in 1962 and the remake in 1991, but in a different role? And the Myringa, which is a part of the human body, is better known by what name? Myringa sounds like a Sri Lankan bowler to me. Doesn't it? So if you get the first one, it might give you a very big clue to what your second, what the answer smash, how it would finish off. I don't know, but there's lots of people are just going, Gary, I'm lost here. I do not know what you're talking about. I'm going to pause the quiz and actually go back and watch House of Games and see if I can make it a bit clearer. Right. Richard Osman's watching and he's going to send me any copyright issues. I'm sorry, I've got enough here with the music, to be honest. Right, question number 6. Grevies and plains are species of which animal predominantly found in Africa? And which actor has starred in movies such as Thelma and Louise, Seven, and 12 Monkeys? Grevies and plains are species of which animal predominantly found in Africa? And which actor has starred in movies such as Thelma and Louise, Seven, and 12 Monkeys? Good movies, that. That's a good wee movie line up there for you. People say that Thelma and Louise is a womany movie. And it's actually a good watch. It was actually, who was it? Directed it. I was quite surprised. Him. Directed Alien. Oh, for fuck's sake, English guy. His brother was a director and took his own life. Fuck. He did Prometheus and all that as well. Oh, this is terrible. See, I've started this. Now I need to check it. You know what I mean? Why? I need to just get a quick check. It's at the tip of my tongue. Honestly, it is. I'll get your website with that. Yeah. Ridley Scott, that's it. Ridley Scott. See, it's just you just wouldn't think it was him, but anyway, it's a good show. Anyway, that's your answer smash there. Right, question number 7. Which Scottish act had a top 10 hit in 1987 with Labour of Love? And which English Premier League club play at Selhurst Park? Which Scottish act had a top 10 hit in 1987 with Labour of Love? And which English Premier League club play at Selhurst Park? English Premier League football club play at Selhurst Park. That's quite an easy one, surely, isn't it? I've kind of panicked there, did I? Oh, no, you're alright, Gary, you win. Started thinking I've missed out a question there or something, you know. Yeah, that way. Okay, question number 8. Which Irish comedian has starred in the likes of Black Books and movies such as Shaun of the Dead and Run Fat Boy Run? And which actor has starred in the National Lampoon's movies Independence Day and Days of Thunder? Which Irish comedian has starred in the likes of Black Books and movies such as Shaun of the Dead and Run Fat Boy Run? And which actor has starred in the National Lampoon's movies Independence Day and Days of Thunder? It's not a bad one. I thought you just see me having to do that. That's your answer smash. Anyway, that's question number 8. Question number 9. Which city hosts tennis Australian Open? And what was the title of the first of the movies starring Matt Damon, which were adapted from the And what was the title of the first of the movies starring Matt Damon, which were adapted from the Robert Ludlum novels? So, which city hosts tennis Australian Open? And what was the title of the first of the movies starring Matt Damon, which were adapted from the Robert Ludlum novels? So there's a series of movies that were, you know them, didn't you? That starred Matt Damon, and were adapted from Robert Ludlum novels. Remember what I was saying earlier on about, oh God, I've just noticed that. Well, that one. It's unusual for somebody to appear twice in my quiz in that sort of fashion. You know what I'm saying? And it happens again later on. Not a person, but a thing. Or, you know. Okay, right. And your final question of this answer smash. Question 10. Which horse has won the Grand National in both 2018 and 2019? And what was the title of the monthly what is the title of the monthly US magazine which had John Lennon on its first front cover in 1967? Which horse has won the Grand National in both 2018 and 19? And what was the title of the the title of the monthly US magazine which had John Lennon on its first front cover in 1967? That one's easy. Yeah. Okay. Right, that's the end of that round. You'll be glad to know. Back in a moment with your final round, folks. Let's get a bit of more music from this year. This is Future Islands, this is for sure.
Perish the pain. I was impoverished those ties little while. Stared into open lane. I know. I know.
A bit of Future Islands there with you can wait a minute. Final whistle there. Future Islands with For Sure, another great album released this year. Right, okay, let's get on to your final round, which is a music round, folks, and it's Name the Theme Tune. Yes, Name the Theme Tune this week. Come back to this one. I do enjoy doing these wee ones, that's quite funny. Some folk don't like it, but anyway, I was in a rush today. I couldn't get it all done on one hour. Trailing through music stuff, and I didn't have the time to check it all out. So anyway, we're going with this one, Name the Theme Tune. And these are all theme tunes for crime dramas from past or present. Okay, and they can be either American or British. Alright. See how you get one. Right, so just name them the TV show that you hear the theme tune for. So here is your first one, folks. I'm going to fast forward this a wee bit because it makes a bit more sense when you hear a wee bit later on of it. Remember, you can rewind them back and hear them again if you wish to. Look, I know it's Saturday, but if you watched your telly and you liked your crime dramas, then you might get this. Alright? Right, this one might be more obvious. Okay, here we go with number 2. I might fast forward this wee bit as well. Classic one there, classic one. Remember I said earlier, I don't usually have two things in the quiz at the same time, but there you go. Right, question 3, here we go with this one. Wee bit, going back a bit more here. Right, how'd you go on with that one? Wee bit better? No, we'll see. Right, question number 4 here, folks. Here we go with that one. Classic.
On Broadway, Progress, Surplus Store, corner of People's Drive and 124th Street.
say, remember, you can rewind them back and listen to them again if you really wish to. Here we go with number 5, folks. Number 5. Cracking theme tune, this, actually.
It's unfortunate that when we feel a storm, we can roll ourselves over 'cause we're uncomfortable. Oh, where the devil makes us sin, but we like it when we're spinning.
Okay, remember, these are crime dramas, TV detective sort of TV shows from either here in the UK or from across the pond. Across the pond, man. Great accent, me. Could have played Kaplansky or something in one of the, thought it was like Streets of San Francisco or something, yeah. Yeah, man. No, it's Streets of San Francisco is one of them. Anyway, here is number 6, folks. Here is number 6. Yeah? Come on, you know that one, aye. Right, number 7 we're on to now. Okay, here we go. Yeah, right. Okay, remember that one? That was number 7. You all know that one, did you? Right, 3 more to go. Here we go with number 8, folks. This one's a wee bit more modern, I would say to you. Alright, I might fast forward it a bit in this one as well. As I say, it's more up to date, that one. It sounded like a quiz or something, didn't it? But actually, it's a TV drama series. Right, penultimate one here for you, folks. Let's go back. Let's go back to the old times. Alright, so that was your number 9 there, folks, and let's get to your final one, number 10. And had to end off with this one. without doubt one of the best TV theme tunes ever. Undoubtedly. And as a kid when I heard that, oh, and you knew, got you a bit, can I not just stay up and watch this? Anyway, okay, so that was our last one there, folks. Alright. Now, it's time, if you wish to, send me your answers via Messenger or WhatsApp. And I'll mark them up and tell you where you finished. That may happen tomorrow. It probably will happen tomorrow. If not, and you're just playing along and you want to know what the answers are, they will be coming up after this wee track. By the way, after this wee track. Going to play you, as I say, we've been going through the highlights. There was a couple of other ones I could have played. Tame Impala's Is It True, that new Caribou song, which is good. Even might have played that Weekend song. But anyway, I'm going to go with this one because I think we all need a bit of up and at 'em sort of attitude to get into 2021. A bit of motivation. Somebody telling us something that we need to get going. If you're feeling a bit down, this is a song to play.
What up, what up, what up, what up? All right, look. Just in case you ain't got it by now, listen to me. Bring it in. If you are alive, I know you ain't reached your best yet. You got more. You could do more. You could see more. You could be more, all right? Right now, you should feel invincible, powerful, strong. Look, where your focus goes, your energy flows. Are you hearing me? Now we're gonna take it to another level. Right now, you should feel invincible, powerful, strong. Look. A lot of you, you're not where you want to be. You thinking of negative stuff. You talking negativity. You in that negative zone. I need you to do me a favor. I need you to know that in order for you to get to that next level, the one thing you need to do to go where you've never gone before is to change the way you think. Where your focus goes, your energy flows. Are you hearing me?
Disclosure, energy, bringing you energy. Yeah, I'm bringing you energy there. Okay, folks, as I say, it's a good get up and get up and at 'em tune to maybe take you into 2021. You'll no hear it in Jules Holland on his Hootin' Nanny or whatever it is, but anyway, it's a wee belter, a wee belter. Right, okay, let's get to your answers then, folks. Let's get to round number 1, which was 2020 we were looking at. Yeah. Right, question on, in February of this year, which small European country became the first in the world to make all public transport free to all? It was Luxembourg. Question 2, in March it was announced that the Summer Olympic Games would be delayed until 2021 due to the pandemic. Which city is due to host the Games? It's Tokyo. Question 3, in May, George Floyd is killed by police officers, leading to protests across the US. In which city was he killed? It was in Minneapolis. Excuse me. Question number 4, in January, which high-profile basketball player was killed in a helicopter crash in California? That was Kobe Bryant. Question 5, in November, Napoli announced that they were renaming their stadium in honour of which footballer who died? That is, of course, Diego Maradona. Question 6, at the Academy Awards, Renée Zellweger won the Best Actress award for her portrayal of which legendary star? That was Judy Garland. Question number 7, Someone You Loved was announced as Song of the Year at the Brit Awards. Who released it? That was Lewis Capaldi. Question 8, in August, Bayern Munich won the delayed Champions League final. Which city hosted the final? It was Lisbon. Question 9, Scottish author Douglas Stewart won the 2020 Booker Prize for his novel set in Glasgow. What was it called? It was Shuggie Bain. And question number 10, name any player that scored a penalty for Scotland in the shootout victory over Serbia in the Euro 2020 playoff match. You could have picked either one of these. That was Lee Griffiths, Callum McGregor, Scott McTominay, Ollie McBurney, or Kenny McLean. And I will just accept some names there, folks. Right, your picture round basically was name this famous person that had a big birthday in 2020. We had Rita Ora, that's number 1 there. She celebrated her 30th birthday. Number 2 is Ryan Gosling, who celebrated his 40th. Number 3 is London Mayor Sadiq Khan, who celebrated his 50th. Number 4 is comedian Jenny Eclair, who celebrated her 60th this year. Number 5 is Joan Armatrading, who celebrated her 60th, I think it was, or 50th. 50th, no, shut up, Gary. She celebrated her 80th birthday, sorry. Or was it? Oh, sorry, she celebrated her 70th. She celebrated her 70th. The answers will come up at the end anyway. James Caan is number 6. It was his 80th, aye. Number 7 is Nancy Pelosi, who also, I believe, celebrated her 80th birthday. Number 8 is the actress Tippi Hedren. Tippi Hedren, remember, in The Birds and Marnie and what have you. She celebrated her 90th birthday this year. Question number 9 is the Wimbledon. Well, she's won Wimbledon a couple of times, I think. Petra Kvitova, who celebrated her 30th. And number 10 is Matt Damon, of course, who I believe celebrated his 50th. Yeah, it was 50th. There you go. There's your answers there. Wee reminder there for you. Right, question 3, the answer smash. Here we go with this one, see how well you stay here. God, my eyes, I'm going to be very good here. The city, question 1, the city where you would find Kew Gardens and the actor who played Sonny Crockett in the TV series Miami Vice. So your answer smash there was London Johnson. London and Don Johnson smashing together. You've got London Johnson. You see where I'm coming from? Question 2, Justin Hayward and John Lodge are best associated with being members of which band? And the 1980 movie directed by John Landis and starring John Belushi and Dan Aykroyd, we are looking for the Moody Blues Brothers. Question 3, the 42nd US president who developed the Third Way philosophy and the Labour PM who represented the constituency of Sedgefield. We have Bill Clyntony Blair. See where I'm coming from? Question 4, Malmo is a city in which country? And Hans Christian Andersen was born in this country. That is Sweden. Yeah. Question 5. Which movie starred Robert Mitchum in 1962 and the remake in 1991 but in a different role? And the Myringa, which is part of the human body, is better known by what name? That is Cape Feardrum. Cape Feardrum. Question 6. Grevies and plains are species of which animal, predominantly found in Africa, and which actor has starred in movies such as Thelma and Louise, 7 and 12 Monkeys? That is Brad Pitt. Question 7. Which Scottish act had a top 10 hit in 1987 with Labour of Love, and which English Premier League club play at Selhurst Park? That is Hugh and Crystal Palace. Question 8. Which Irish comedian has starred in the likes of Black Books and movies such as Shaun of the Dead and Run Fat Boy Run, and which actor has starred in the National Lampoon's movies Independence Day and Days of Thunder? That is Dylan Moran-de-Quaid. Dylan Moran-de-Quaid. Question number 9. Which city hosts Tennessee's Australian Open, and what was the title of the first of the movies starring Matt Damon, which were adapted from the Robert Ludlum novels? That is Melbourne Identity. Melbourne Identity. And question number 10. Which horse won the Grand National in both 2018 and 19? And what is the name of the monthly US magazine that had John Lennon on its first front cover in 1967? That is Tiger Rolling Stone. Tiger Rolling Stone. All right, did you get that? All right. Okay, let's get to your themes. Here was number 1. That was Broadchurch. Broadchurch. Of course, Jan Hammer there with a theme tune. That is Miami Vice. Miami Vice there. Okay, number 3. Number 3, of course, was the Rockford Files. Number 4.
On Broadway Street.
Number 4 there was Hill Street Blues. Hill Street Blues. Number 5. That is Luther. Which of course that's Massive Attack's Paradise Circus, but it was for, of course, the Idris Elba show, Luther. Right, number 6. Of course, that's Bergerac. Number 7. Of course, there's Cagney and Lacey. Number 8, a bit more different. Always had that dramatic effect. That's Line of Duty. Line of Duty. Right, number 9. Of course, that is Magnum PI. Magnum PI, and your final one, of course. Is the magnificent Equalizer with Iwawua. And there is confirmation of your answers there, folks. Okay. And that is that. Yes, that is that for another week. Okay, right. Thanks again for watching, folks. I'll be back next week. Same time, same place, 8 o'clock with another bumper quiz, your first of the year. We'll see how it goes from then on. About how we'll continue, but yeah, I'll be here next week. Also look out for the Twitch radio show on Sundays from 10 AM to 12 PM, and it will be returning on the 10th of January 2021. Yeah, amazingly. But in the meantime, folks,
Now I'd like to say goodbye to all my fellow friends. And if you like this shit on here, I'll see your ass again.
Yes, I will indeed, folks. I will indeed. Just take care of yourselves out there. Stay safe, Quizzers, and I will see you next week. Thanks again for your lovely company. Bye.